Flosstube, it's Nicole. Welcome back to my channel. So it is Sunday, November 24th, 2024. Yes, I am coming to you. I am on the mend. I mean, I put makeup on and real close today, sort of comfy real close. I am coming to you a little bit sick and under the weather, but I wanted to get a Flosstube filmed. It's been a few weeks since I've been here and I wanted to talk about all of the things. So I apologize for my voice. For everyone new here, hi, I am Nicole Spohr. This is my YouTube channel. This is my Flosstube Stitching with Nichol series. Used to be weekly and it's going to be weekly again, but it has been sporadic the last few months just because of my workload and things. But my big release is out now and we are going to talk a little bit about it because it's stitching related. I am a full-time YouTube content creator. I am a paper crafter. I create a lot of cards and paper related items, tags, and all of that stuff. So you will see a lot of that on my channel. All of my creative endeavors are housed on this same YouTube channel. However, because there is a lot of crossover. So if you are new here, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for hanging out with me for a little bit. And hopefully this will be a somewhat quick video. I say quick, I mean not 2 hours long. I know when I've taken these breaks and I've come back, it's been kind of long, but I honestly have not stitched that much. I know. I can't even believe it. I do want to share with you what I've been stitching. I want to talk about all the things. I do want to apologize. I am not going to do a fall chart, like walk through and show you my fall charts or fall whips. At this point, it is almost December. I feel like I've missed the mark there. I'm sorry. I had every intention to be here before, but things just were crazy. So I've had quite a bit of travel this fall. In October, my last Stitching with Nichol episode, I talked about going to Stitch West with some friends. Kathy Haberman of Hands On Design was the designer, and I kind of shared all of that good stuff about that, and that was several days. So I was gone for quite a little bit. And then it has been, I have actually never been to where my parents moved. They moved, oh gosh, I think it was 2019. They moved to Arizona from Kansas, where we are all from, and then I moved. So they moved a few months later. My daughter graduated from high school. We moved to a different town several hours away from where we had been living and kind of just settling in. And I bought a house and all of that kind of good stuff and just settling into work and life and whatnot, and didn't get down to see them. And then you guys know what happened with 2020. And so hadn't been to see them, and they have been back multiple times over the last, few years. They were here recently when my youngest graduated high school. And so they have made the trip many times, but I have kept saying, I want to go see you. I want to see your place. And they really, really wanted us to come. And so last week, Ethan and I both celebrated birthdays. Our birthdays are just boom, boom. And when one of my grandfathers, the one who passed away here just a couple years ago, was alive, it was actually, his birthday was the 13th. of November. Ethan's is the 14th and mine is the 15th. And so we always thought that was really kind of fun. So Ethan and I decided for our birthdays, we were going to go to Arizona and see my parents and his grandparents. And we did end up going. My mom made it super special. She cooked my favorite dinner. She made Ethan his favorite cake, which is the cake I always make him as well. I didn't make it for him this year. He actually requested something different. He has two favorites. He's not a huge sweets person, so my mom made him the cake. Just happens that my favorite dinner is my dad's favorite dinner as well, just for any time. So that was really fun. We were there for a couple of days. I guess we were ended up being gone about 4 days, and then flew home. And I flew home and it was fine. But we flew home Monday. That next day, Tuesday evening, I was talking to my oldest on the phone, and I was like, he wanted to take me out for my birthday since I was actually gone on my birthday, and he always likes to take me out. And I said, buddy, I'm not feeling quite right. I have a tickle in my throat, and let me see how I feel tomorrow. And so the next day, I got up and I got ready, but I just felt a little off. And the day progressed and I started feeling worse. And I said, you know what? Let's not do anything tonight. I'm going to just try to go to bed early. I'm not going to get sick. That was what I left it. I'm not going to get sick. And he goes, okay. So then that must have been Wednesday. Thursday, I woke up, started, this is TMI, but the nose, the sneezing, and I was like, oh, crap. And so I was full on sick. So I was sick all day Thursday, all day Friday, and Saturday I felt mostly better. I am actually filming this on Sunday. I felt good. I was up all day. I took my Halloween decorations down. You guys, I know it's almost Thanksgiving here in the States, but I got those all packed up and put away. I cleaned up some stuff. I set up my one tree in the living room. So there's no ornaments or decor on it currently. There will be this evening, but it's up and the lights and it was spinning because I got new bases that spin. And I was thrilled. So I sat and stitched and I Zoomed with friends last night, which was lovely and wonderful. And I actually got to stitch. So, yeah, that's where I've been. Plus, in between travel, I had a big release from Spellbinders come out, and it's felt stitching dies. So I know a lot of you have shown some interest in it. You want to know more about that. And I do have a, getting started with felt stitching video coming. I apologize. I had hoped to have it up this week. And literally, I just had to put up content that was already edited, or I'd edited it early in the week and got ready enough that I didn't have to be there getting it up. And so that still needs a little bit of work. So that will be at the beginning of this next week. However, I will show you my felt stitching dies and products. It really is going to pair beautifully with our other stitching things. So that being said, please bear with my voice a little bit here, and that whole long story is really why I'm not going to share fall charts this year. It didn't happen, and it is okay. I am going to get back to weekly updates here on my channel. This is too long for me. I have zero idea what I've shown, what I've not, what I've done. I've not kept good track the last couple weeks. I've been too distracted, too busy. It is that time of the year. It is fine. I'm okay with it. I feel very good about most everything. So, it is what it is. Okay, so we are going to jump into today's episode. I'm going to talk about anything I've finished, anything I haven't started anything. Remember, it's no new start November. So no new starts at all. I did my birthday start, which was already a start. I did get to work on it. Not very much. Like, I maybe put in 20 stitches on my actual birthday. I didn't really get to stitch a whole lot last weekend at all. So I'm hoping to be able to work on that a little bit this weekend. But I do feel better about it than last year's birthday start. So, and if you know, you know. So I will share that. I've been working on Jingle Ball. I have 2 of my class projects fully stitched, ready for the Jingle Ball in a couple of weeks. And I do want to mention, I do have a link down below. If you want to sign up to partake in the Jingle Ball and be able to shop the designers' exclusive shops, it is a $10 ticket. It is well worth that. Even if you don't buy a single thing, it gives you access to stitching rooms, Zoom, stitching with friends or making new friends, all of the content that the designers and Steph of Lindy Stitches and her team have put together for us for the weekend. It is an amazing event. I don't get anything for this. I am just telling you guys my personal experience and that I think it's something really fun that we can do as a community as stitchers. So definitely check that out. Grab a $10 ticket. I am planning on stitching all weekend long. I believe it's the December 5th, 6th. Hold please. Okay, so I believe it starts Friday, December the 6th. It's that first weekend in December. And then it ends Monday the 9th, like early, if I'm not mistaken. So it's that weekend. So I will be partaking in that. I think I have a class Friday night. And then Saturday, Sunday, I'll be partaking. I have 3 classes I signed up for. The other class kit was the Stacy Nash gingerbread class kit. And that really just came, the kit just came this week. And I really wanted to be successful in my No New Start November. And I almost had myself talked into last night with friends going ahead and starting it, but I'm not going to. I'm going to start it on December 1st. And I'm going to stitch clear till the 5th or 6th. I can't remember when that class is. I have it written down. I don't think it's the first day, but I am going to stitch those few days, and I should be able to get it done if that's the only thing I'm stitching. So that is what I'm going to do so that I don't break my no stitch November. It's not a rule, and it's just something I wanted to do for myself. And as it turned out, it's probably good because I have not had that much stitching time. But join the Jingle Ball if you haven't already. It's going to be super fun. Okay, so we're going to dive into finishes. I have 0 FFOs this week. However, look for so many coming. I am really going to be working on FFOing a lot of things because I have a lot of unfinished things. I have Jingle Ball things that will be FFO during hopefully that weekend. I have other things I'm going to be stitching and finishing. I guess I'm ready for Christmas now. I wasn't, and I'm still like a little hesitant to like fully dive into Christmas, but I want to finish up some stuff. So I'm kind of trying to finish up some whips and stitch some little smalls, work on some bigs, all the things. We do all the things. So let's talk about my finishes. So 3 finishes this week. The first one I kind of forgot. I'm glad I put it in a pile. I actually worked on this a couple weeks ago from the Winds of Autumn book by Blackbird. I was working on this piece right here. It's October 31. It's made into that cute little drum. And I was able to finish it. It does have an error in it. I'm not even going to point it out because it doesn't really matter. But where I'm just off. I'm off a little bit, but I'd already stitched so much of it, so I left it. But this is October 31 by Blackbird. Stitched on 36 count bramble by Picture This plus 1 strand over 2, and it's 1 strand of Gentle Arts onyx. and I am going to make that into a drum. So it was a nice, quick, easy stitch. I had started it at the end of October, and I was able to finish that one, which was kind of a nice way to round out, you know, the Halloween season. It's been so long since I've been here, oh, excuse me, that I have missed some things. Almost missed a holiday. Okay, next I finished stitching, and I did post this in my stories, and this will be on my Instagram and social media today. This is #Joy by Hands On Design. You can purchase the PDF, I believe, still of this class. I think you can still purchase PDFs of a lot of the classes. I don't want to say all because I haven't gone to look, but that means you would have to kit up things yourself, but that is not a big deal. I purchased this, and I completely changed it. Now, I did get the kit. I will have to make some adjustments to mine. Whoops. Because I did stitch mine a little bit smaller, but the called for was 32. I stitched mine on 36 count, and I used 36 count raw Zweigart, which I personally love. And you're going to notice, let me grab the picture. Kathy's has some touches of blue in it. And I I think I talked about this in my last video maybe. I didn't want to do that. So you will notice everything in mine is reds, greens, red, green, white, basic Christmas colors with the gold for the bell and neutrals, browns for the reindeers and pine cones. So I kind of had to make some adjustments as I went. I'm going to hold it up close there. I actually love it. It's stitched really, really, really fast. And I think it would just be cute on its own, even if you don't want to finish it or learn the finishing technique from this. So grab the PDF of this from the Jingle Ball website if you want to. Otherwise, it most likely won't be released until 2025 or beyond. I don't know exactly when, but that would be my guess. But I love it. So I did a conversion of all color and cotton with one classic colorworks, which is ribbon red for the red. I didn't have a red I wanted in color and cotton. Otherwise, I did a full-on conversion. Excuse me, I had to sneeze. Great, I thought that was over. And I will have all of these listed in the description below the video here on YouTube, as well as on my social media in case you're interested. I did talk about this. It is very much inspired by the Primrose Cottage colors that they are using this year for their Christmas charts and their holiday charts. I really, really like that. But look at that. Isn't it so cute? I just love it. I think it could be finished in a lot of different ways. And in the spirit of getting this video up, I am not going to iron things today. Usually I try to, but you guys understand. Look, if I feel crappy, I shouldn't be expected to iron too, right? I'm just kidding. Okay, so the other Jingle Ball class, you guys might remember that last year I stitched Liz Mathews' class. I took her class last year where we made a tree, and then I did my own tree finish. I'm going to link it right here if you're interested in checking out how I finished a tree, because it is different than how Liz finishes hers, but I absolutely loved it. It was one of my favorite things I made last year, and I will be doing a Christmas full finish parade of all of my finished pieces, especially for anyone new, or maybe you just would like to see them again. And I'm going to talk about Christmas charts in upcoming videos here at the first part of December. So I am taking her Winter Woodland Star Pillow class. So cool, beading around it. You might remember I made patchwork stars last year, and then I made patchwork stars in my last video. I made Halloween ones. It's the same pattern, but I made Christmas ones. And wouldn't this be adorable styled in with those? So that was kind of my thinking. Now, there was something about this that was to my eye wasn't quite working, but I bought the full kit, started stitching it, and I know what it is. It's the yellow. It's the yellow in those stars, or those, you know, those kind of quilt blocks or snowflakes. And I stitched two of the small ones with the yellow in it. And then I thought, what if I replaced all of the yellow in those with white? I'm not going to get any different floss or anything like that. It's charted, and the kit came with NPI. And of course, you can use DMC if you buy the PDF, or you can use NPI if you buy the PDF, either one. But I changed all of the yellow in those to white. And you guys, it was a game changer. I stitched it so fast. So sometimes just changing a color makes all the difference in the world. So here is my star, and it is so wrinkly, so I apologize. That is my stitch. Any of the little, like the little, you know, confettis you see out here at the tips or whatever, those are placement. They're not actually snowflakes. Those are for the placement of the star. But I'm going to just bring it in. I love the red and white. This speaks more to my personal decor, so it's going to coordinate way better with the other things that I have. Really excited about this. I think it's going to be so cute, styled and tucked with all of my other little stars and things. So that is the Winter Woodlands Star Pillow, and that is my third and final finish for the last few weeks, really. Okay, let's talk about some whips. My first whip is my birthday start, and I say air quote start because remember, I started it in October since I wasn't going to do any new. I wasn't doing any new starts in November, and I am stitching Autumn Cloche by Hello from Liz Mathews for my birthday this year. And oh my word, you guys, I love it so much. Oh, I haven't been telling you fabric for anything. Well, it will be on the bottom of the screen. I'm so sorry. This is 40 count. Hold on. Oh, it's covered up. Milk Coffee by XJU that I am stitching this on, and it is huge. And this is on 40. And last time I just had the outline of everything stitched. I'm going to just fold it down a little bit so I can talk about it. What I stitched on my birthday weekend, I did these two long lines here dividing the top of the cloche from the base. And then I started the black work for the design along the bottom. But I just didn't have that much time to stitch. You can see I started from both ends. So I'd love to work on this a little bit this evening. But, you know, spending time with family is more important. And I was able to sit with my parents, and we were watching some TV and stuff and do a little bit of stitching. And my mom cannot believe that I can stitch on 40. So she sat and watched me quite a lot. But yes, so I'm really happy. This is, if you know, you know. I should have got out the Teresa chart from last year that I just didn't get stitched. We've talked about that. But I'm very excited. I still want to work on this continuously till the end of the year to see how far I get, because I love it. Okay, let's talk about the final thing that I stitched on. Oh my word, I am so out of practice, you guys. So, one strand over 2 on 40, Milk Coffee for Autumn Cloche. All of the called for floss is what I wanted to say. I'm stitching with the NPI silks. Can we just have a moment? I've got to take these off for the glare. I put my old studio lights up, which I do think the light is much, much better, but glare wise, not so much. Can we just get, oh my gosh, for silk floss? Wow. I love it. Okay, so I was in a mood because I can't air quotes, really start anything new. And I was kind of overdoing my Jingle Ball assignments. I am going to start the gingerbread house on the 1st. So, and I'm going to stitch that until I'm done so that I can partake in the class and hopefully finish during class. So I thought, you know what? There are so many great things I want to stitch. And so I went to my closet, which is now where I'm housing my whips. And I am going to talk a little bit about that here in a minute because I have a fantastic way of storing them. And I just can't get over it. I love it, love it, love it. But what I wanted to say is I went to my closet, I pulled a bag, and I found the one I wanted. I knew what I was looking for. I wanted to work on this pillow. It is from last year's Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine. The chart is now available, so I will link to the chart. I'm just showing you this because if you get the magazine or you subscribe and you can view it online from last year, from 2023, you can go download the chart and print it if you want to stitch it. But that's what I'm stitching mine from. I started this last year. I bought the kit from Teresa at Kitten Stitcher. I do apologize. No, I did not iron this. But let me talk about what I had done last year. I worked on it when I felt good enough. The last couple days when I was sick, and then I worked on it when I was stitching with my friends on Zoom. So because of the way it's divided up in the magazine, it's like half and half vertically. So they were laughing at me because obviously I have this part, I have one of the pages stitched, so half of the word basically. But I started working the motifs. I had just the snow over here and and half of the words on that side stitched. So I finished Christmas. I finished the snow under Christmas. And then I finished these little motifs over here, the ice skates, the present, snowflakes, and the little bauble. I will tell you it's charted in overdyes and DMC. And if I don't have the DMC, I'm pulling a color in cotton. I will have a full conversion that I will put up as soon as I'm done with this. This was charted with buttons. I didn't bring them in here. So you see the little buttons. I bought the button pack, or I got the kit, but you can buy the button pack from Kitten Stitcher. I will link that. And I am hoping to have this done and finished by next week. I stitched a ton. So I got all the Christmas. I started up here doing the words from the other half of the page, and then there is a border up at the top. This is on, I have the called for. It is Earl Grey 40 count by Wabi-Sabi linen, 1 strand over 2. But I wanted to get that one finished up. It is so pretty, you guys. So, so, so pretty. I'm really excited about that. So that was fun to pull something out of my stash that I had started that almost felt new. I was telling my friends this, but what's funny is I remember working on that last year and thinking that the 40 was a little bit of a challenge. And now, because I've stitched on 40 so much this past year, I picked this up and it was like an old friend. So, I guess that being said, I know sometimes I get comments of, oh my gosh, I don't think I can ever stitch 36 or 40. You can. It takes practice. It is like any other skill. It is not something that I think you just pick up and you're instantly fantastic at. I mean, some people might, and that is awesome. I am not. And that goes for things like in my paper crafting, that's coloring or, card design or anything like that. It is just hours and hours of practice. And practice can be playtime. It can be, simply just sitting down and playing and trying things. But what I loved was I started that. And even though in my mind I remember thinking it was a challenge, this year it has been a blast. So this is also going to be called my Lost Stitch. You guys, I never watched the TV show Lost when it was out in the early 2000s. In fairness to me, I know I watched some stuff back then, but not a lot. I had littles. Ethan wasn't born, I don't even think, when the show originally came out or started. So my other two were little. There were toddlers or just getting ready to go to school and stuff. I was probably crazy tired. And I was also a crazy scrapbooker. So I probably wasn't paying any attention to that at the time. I remember hearing about Lost. I remember people talking about it. But I had a friend mention it the other day, and she said she was watching it and that she had not watched it back then either. I don't know. Should I rat her out? It's Chantal. And so I was like, well, maybe I'll turn it on while I'm feeling sorry for myself and sick with Kleenex in my nose and, you know, sneezing and just overall not being very attractive or feeling very good. And so I turned it on and I texted her and I said, dang, you sucked me in. So I've been watching a lot of Lost in the evenings while I've been stitching. So that is it for whips this week. I do want to talk about my Thanksgiving non-start, my Thanksgiving whip. How about that? So as fun as No New Start November has been for me personally, not starting anything new, the bummer is that there's a holiday and my birthday. So 2 holidays, right? No, in November, and I can't really do a new start for those, nor do I need to. I have plenty. So I went and picked the Gather In from my whips because this is a start. I'll show you. I mean, it is the most pitiful start, but you know what? It is a start, so it's not a new start. And I am going to work on this on Thanksgiving. I am stitching this on 40 count whole grain. I think this is a Kitten Stitcher fabric. That is my little start in that lower left corner of the design. That's those little pumpkins. Whoops, right here. So that is what I'm going to work on for Thanksgiving. I know tons of you have been working on this, so it would be awesome if some of you are going to still work on it. I am hoping to get a really, really good little chunk done on Thanksgiving Day. Working on that. I just thought that would be fun. Now that I've talked about my finishes, my whips, my hope for lots and lots of stitching and lots of finishing that'll be coming in all of my upcoming back to weekly videos. Let's talk a little bit about cross stitch storage. I want to share these things with you now in case over the holidays, if you have some time off from work, if you have some time to reorganize, I want to share a couple of things that I have done that are game changers for how I store things. So I love project bags, as we all do, right? And I have gone through several different, what works for me, what is the best way to store things. It's hard because you can't see what's in them. I love them for a work in progress. I store all of mine in project bags next to my chair in a basket. Actually, it's under my coffee table. So I store them all in there as I'm working on them. But when the season's over, like I've put a lot of the Halloween things away or the fall things, but I transferred all of my whips that I am keeping to these bags. So I'm going to show you it with my Plum Street Gather In bag. They are hanging bags. They do have that little closure here up at the top, like a little Ziploc basically. But obviously, because they are clear and you can see through them, they're fantastic. If your craft room is like mine, and it is a spare bedroom in your house or in your basement, or you have closet rods that you can install somewhere. I have closet rods because I have a closet. Mine is an extra room in the upstairs of my house. I am hanging mine. That means that they hang like this, and I'm actually going to insert a photo of what it looks like. They hang, and I can just go through them like this, and I have them by season. January is like snow charts and winter. Love charts February. Then we move to spring and Easter. And then, summer, 4th of July, moving into fall, Halloween, Christmas. They are in order. I can go to the section. I can go through them. I found this instantly before I hit go live to film my video today. These are cheap. They're a game changer. When I'm going to take this out of this bag, I'm going to put it in a project folio or bag or whatever for Thanksgiving, and I'll probably work on it, for a while. And then when I'm ready to put it back away, I'll put it back in here and hang it back in the closet till next year. I mean, unless I just want to continuously work on it. But that makes it so that I can know what I have without having to do a ton of labeling or anything crazy like that. This was easy. Easy, easy, easy. You can put lots of stuff in here. The bag that had this in it, the full magazine fits in here. So the magazine was hanging in this with all of the floss for that stitch and the fabric. No problem. So I can't recommend these enough. Chantal actually turned me onto these and I love them. They are in my Amazon shop. My Amazon shop is always linked in the description of my video, so check it out. If there's ever anything that I say I get from Amazon, it will be in there. If it's not, let me know. But they are fantastic. You, of course, could label them with a label maker if you wanted to, but I put my chart right in the front. I can see what I have. They hang on my shelf. They're out of the way. They aren't on my shelves here, which did free up some room because I needed some room for some other things. My room is small. It houses all of my paper crafting, all of my quilting, all of my cross stitch. It houses all of the things. I do have overflow things in my basement that I don't use a lot. I put my finishing boards from Chantal that I haven't used yet down there. There's some other things. But for the most part, everything is in here. And so I'm always looking for the best way to store. And I cannot say enough great things about these bags. And like I said, inexpensive. They hang. So it utilizes the closet space beautifully. I know it probably doesn't work for everyone. But in case this works for you, love, love, love these. Let's talk about floss storage next. Okay, so I am going to talk about my floss storage here. Odin is in the way of my door. First of all, I want to talk about this. This is my door to my office. Oh, I really need to dust my vent up there, so don't look too close. So when my door is open, it hides my floss. This is my floss wall now. Don't look at the vent. So sorry. That's going to get dusted. These are, and I also need to tighten these. This is my fault. This is not, they really are even. I just need to tighten these things here. These are IKEA pegboards, and I will do an in-depth video on this when I get my room, because obviously down here I have not done anything. What I really want to show you guys is my color and cotton, which is by color family, not alphabetical. This is going to be Classic Colorworks in Weeks, but alphabetically. And I'm going to take them off the rings and put them on here much like these, but alphabetically. My DMC is probably going to stay on rings like this. I'm slowly just moving everything to these cardboard floss drops, but when these are put correctly on here, they're actually evenly spaced. This is an inexpensive way to store your floss. So for me, it's like having a floss wall in my, like a store wall in my office. It's been a game changer. I pull from here all of the time for floss, and I've been doing it a ton. And then I just need to get this organized. Literally, wasn't able to get this done before I went on vacation. I hung these on Halloween. I remember hanging them as trick-or-treaters started ringing the doorbell. Oh, that's so annoying. I've got to tighten that. And then I never came back to it because I had a ton of work to do, which we'll talk about in a minute. And then I was gone and sick. So this week, this Thanksgiving week, I'm going to be working on finishing all of this up, and I will share this finished in next week's Flosstube. Okay, let's talk about my felt stitching die collection for Spellbinders. This is the Felt Stitch and Create collection, and I'm going to show you the dies, and then I'm going to walk you through all of the products so far. Yes, I did say so far. Paper crafters, are those who follow me for both, have probably seen these. I do have 8 videos on my YouTube channel. I will link all of those down below that walk you through each of these new sets. There will be videos anytime I have felt stitching dies. There is going to be video tutorials, and I have more content coming this week in for kind of above and beyond the basics, if that makes sense. So this is what the dies look like. I have mine on a magnetic storage sheet. They don't come with these. I purchased these from Lawn Fawn. You can also get them from Amazon. They're in my Amazon shop for your dies, whether you're paper crafter or felt stitch crafter. But you can see that they have stitching holes in them. So I wanted to kind of give you a visual for those who aren't die cutters. And please stay tuned for my introduction to felt stitching video. It's going to be a very informative video, not a tutorial. Does that make sense? We're going to talk about dies. We're going to talk about die cutting machines, felt, etc. So, the goal behind these was to take something very wonderful like dies, because I'm a huge die cutting fanatic, and to make some felt stitching dies from them. I love felt stitching, obviously. So this is our felt reindeer, and he obviously is a bowl filler, or he can be an ornament. Here he is as an ornament. You can stuff them. This one's been stuffed with poly or leftover felt. This one was left basically flat. I don't think I put anything in this guy. So there's a lot of ways to do that. There's ways to embellish. He's super, super cute. This is for a 3D ornament for your tree. I love doing these for my kids every year. Again, just a really fun way to stitch with felt. If you don't want to use templates, patterns, cut all the felt out yourself, ta-da! Die cut it. It is a game changer. I love, love, love it. I have a whole playlist on my channel because I've been felt stitching for quite a few years. Okay, this is the first video that'll be coming up this week. The video is not out yet as you're seeing this Stitching with Nichol episode, but I'm going to share how to put together this pillow. He is flat on the pillow, obviously, and I really just customized it. You hear his jingle bell? I'm excited to put him out. You can make pillows. So I actually stitched him to another piece of felt. You could also stitch it to fabric, and then I made a pillow from it. So for us stitchers and sewers, this is very doable. Very, very cute. Or you can also have somebody, you could stitch it to the felt, and if you know somebody who doesn't mind putting together a pillow for you, you can do that. So that is one of the Christmas ones. Next, let's talk about our gingerbread. I thought, but I got to find my pieces because there's some little pieces. Some of the pieces are not all, oh no, where's that little tree at? Because if you drop it, you know what happens? Dogs eat things. Well, it'll show up, hopefully. So we have a gingerbread person. I did different buttons on these. There's other ways you can leave the hats off. I do have some more things coming. These are the ornaments. In this set, you also get a wonderful little star. So if you're going to make a banner, let's say, you could string them on like this. There's a tree as well, but I don't know where it is. And there's also a bow. So you could do a bow here at the neck. You could do a bow up here. You could not stitch the hat on the reindeer, and you could do a bow up here. You could put the bow down here instead of an actual real ribbon bow. So really great accessories, mix and match among all of the sets. Really want to encourage you to mix and match. So that is the felt gingerbread boy girl. Our felt candy cane, probably one of the most popular, and one of the most popular for us as stitchers, because you could use these as bowl fillers in with your stitching. You know, pretend you have like a little cross stitch pillow or whatever. Hang them on your tree. The little holly berries and leaves comes with it. You can use it with other things as well. I do have a cross stitch that I know is coming out that I'm going to stitch that I think these will look amazing finished on. So like on a wood board paddle thing up at the top. I want to encourage you to try that. So super fun. Again, all the videos for these will be listed below so you can see me put them together. Let's see. I really don't know where that tree went. Well, that's okay. And then this has also been really, really popular. This is our felt snowman star. So instead of being in the traditional snowman shape, he is in a star shape. I love that. I really, really wanted our snowman to be in a star. So this one, I haven't put a string through it. He was used for photography for the catalog, but I did make this one on camera. I added some little details to him. You can see I added some fun little accents here on the back. And I have another project coming with him. I'm not going to show the project yet because it's a little bit different than this. This is an ornament. I just put a little string through the top, but I can't wait to show you some other things made with him. And then this is really an anytime, but it works for Christmas. It's going to work for fall. This is our felt snowy owl. She is so precious. I actually have her stitched a couple times. But she is adorable. Little flower comes. You can use this with any other little set. Her eyes, I've been asked a lot, are those buttons or beads? It's felt and floss. And it's just how you stitch her. But she is so cute. Imagine her on a little pillow as well. You can stitch her in lots of different colors. Just absolutely precious. Stitch her on a little bag. I mean, you guys, the possibilities. So then also as far as critters go, we have our felt forest fox. Also precious, precious. And I showed this in my videos, but I'm going to show it here too. These arms and the reindeer is going to be the same way. You can make it so you could stitch them together so that it kind of looks like your fox or your reindeer is holding that big candy cane. Or, I wish I knew where my little tree went to. I just saw it. I probably dropped it somewhere. You could have little stars with it, whatever. These are so cute. You could put the Santa hat on here. You could, where'd that go? You could do the bow from the gingerbread set. Like this. Like this. You could do a ribbon around here. You can put some twine through the top and make it an ornament. Just precious. And then our two fall editions this year, which are amazing. We have our felt autumn acorn, and it's an acorn, the top and the bottom. We have leaves. I've tacked a little ribbon to the top of this one, and then you can see I have more leaves here. So great for all your autumn finishing. Tuck these into bowls with your autumn smalls and things. So precious. And then, excuse me, we have our felt pumpkin house. Now it's called pumpkin house, and I'll show you why. It can be a house or not. And I should tell you, even though the acorn doesn't have a house on it, it does come with dies to make it into a house. So cute on a pillow as well. But you can stitch your pumpkin as like a bowl filler like I did here. It comes with these mushrooms, all the florals and the leaves. Or you can put it onto a pillow like I did here. It's just a cute little square pillow. Imagine this with your autumn smalls and things like that. And here is an example of it with the door and window on it. So cute, cute to tuck into bowls, trays, shelves, displays, all of those things. And that goes for everything in this collection. I wanted to show it to you guys so you guys could kind of see what I've been doing. I have been stitching. I just haven't been cross stitching. So lots of wonderful felt inspiration. I have more coming. I cannot wait to share all of the things. Lots more Christmas inspiration coming. And then more inspiration for these. Look for monthly inspiration next year. I'm going to be sharing lots and lots from now going forward. So I hope you guys love this collection. If you have questions, let me know. Look for the Getting Started with Felt Stitching video coming this next week. For anyone not familiar with die cutting, but who thinks they might want to jump in and be able to create some of these amazing things to go with your cross stitch. Let's do a little enable vision. So first thing, let me move all of this stuff because that's that quarter shop. That's my hashtag joy kit. Wow, this is real good. Good job, Nicole. Okay, first thing, the November Color and Cotton Clubs came. I am in the color and neutral fabric of the month. So the neutral is Cream Puff. Beautiful, beautiful neutral color. The color this month is this bold, beautiful, vibrant plum. It's really, really pretty. I could see a Halloween maybe stitch on this or something else. I don't know. So pretty. Look at that color. And then floss to add to my little floss wall that I shared with you a minute ago. Next, I did pick up some no, we just did color and cotton. I picked up the Primrose Cottage. I did get this one. That's Christmas Word Tree. We have the Cocoa Quaker. We have the Cocoa Quilt. I love the colors. Love their colors. And they're using color and cotton for these. And then I did get the Christmas Magic. I loved all of those this year. So good. Some of this is not giveaways. Or not giveaway. It's not giveaway. And then from Shakespeare's Peddler Kitten Stitcher. I did get Someday Soon We Will Be Together. It's really along the same lines of Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas that I shared. It just kind of, all of these really remind me of they each remind me of each other is what I want to say. And so I think they will be pretty displayed together. I have a lot of these to give away. Oh, here, let's see. I did pick up some 36 count typewriter from Color and Cotton as an alternative to stitching on black. We'll see if I like it. I got Gather Moments from Hands On Design. I got Gather Pine Cones from Hands On Design. Winter Folk from Hands On Design. Animal Cracker Oliver from Hands On Design. Animal Cracker Oliver from Stacy Nash. And I stupidly picked up 2, so guess what? One's a giveaway today. And I think the rest of this was gifted to me. All right. So now let's talk a little bit about things from Fat Quarter Shop. So Fat Quarter Shop so generously has sent some new charts. Most of these I will use in future giveaways or giveaways today. It depends. We have November's Turkey, which is their Shelf Life series. Whispers of Autumn quilt pattern. If you watched Kimberly of Fat Quarter Shop's Flosstube this last week, she showed this in real time. This is a Lori Holt Hexie bag, and Kim Deal designed a beautiful cross stitch that you can stitch on there. So that is a cross stitch design, or you can just stitch it on fabric. It doesn't have to be on the bag. A wedding sampler by Fat Quarter Shop. So pretty. Very, very elegant. 2 new Lori Holt patterns. We have Cakewalk and Vintage Dishes. And then we also have the November Sew Sampler. It is called Winter Blooms. And there's a coupon code on the back. In the box this month, you get a Fat Quarter bundle of fabric. I'm not going to open it up. It's really pretty. Actually, let's do it this way. You get a card. It tells you what's in here. I'm going to give away this whole box today. This is Perennials Medley Fat Quarter Bundle by Beverly McCullough for Riley Blake Designs. Your Fat Quarter bundle is valued at $25.98. Then you are getting a quilter, all-in-one quilter's reference tool book. This is valued at $16.98. It has diagonal set block size charts, yardage charts, and even Y-seam instructions. Let your quilting skills flourish with this fantastic tool. So it sounds like a great reference book. You're getting a pair of 4-inch perfect multi-purpose scissors valued at $20.98. You are getting the Perennials quilt pattern that goes with that Fat Quarter bundle in the kit, valued at $9.98. On the back, it gives you the requirements to finish that quilt. Then you are getting the extra long and patchwork magic pins sampler pack, valued at $2.48. And the only thing you do not get to keep is the Peaceful Baskets block, since I keep that for my quilt that I have not made. Shh, 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 shh. Okay, so this is going to be one of my giveaways in my video today. Thank you, Fat Quarter Shop, for sending this along. So beautiful. Okay. Then Crazy Annie Stitchin' sent Signs of the Season. I have months 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11 for you. So we have Festival of Lights, Christmas Market, Santa's Thanksgiving Day Parade, Gingerbread House Decorating Party, and the Sugar and Spice Doll Shop. These are designed by Annie B's Folk Art. So this will also be a giveaway for 5 of these charts. And we will talk about those here in just a minute. Okay, let's talk some happy mail. I did receive from Pinky some amazing pumpkins. I'm just a little late getting these shared because I kind of tried to gather several things and I've been gone a little bit. So she had made me some wonderful things last year. She sent some awesome Halloween additions. I want to share her beautiful pumpkin designs with you guys. Look at these. This beautiful fall pumpkin. And another spooky one. Pinky, thank you so much for these. That was so thoughtful of you. I cannot wait to add these to my displays next year and absolutely love them. So thank you so much. Let's see, Roberta sent me a lovely card. And she said the little Pull Me is her little fur baby that's in this adorable little bag here. So cute. Lovely message. And then she did send me a gift card, I believe, for my birthday. So thank you, Roberta. Isn't that just the cutest? So sweet. Danielle sent me this darling Halloween card as well. So cute. Danielle, thank you. Karen. Nope, we'll read Karen's in just a minute. This is from Dixie. Another beautiful card. Thank you, Dixie. Okay, this awesome card is from Peggy. And it is so cute. I want to show you how it works. Look at that. Is that not the cutest card? And then she said, your craft room never looks like this. Girl, it totally looks like this right now. So cute. I'm going to put that on my shelf. That's so fun. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, and then this, Karen sent some items to be used as giveaways, and I'm going to give that away this week because I think it's a great one for fall. It's a Prairie Schooler chart. This is Christmas samplers. So cool. And then she also sent some 14 count Ada mushroom. So I'm going to give these away together. Thank you so much for sending those. And then my friend Lori so sweetly purchased for me the Summer House Stitchworks Bittersweet, words are so hard, Sentiments 2024. And she made this beautiful card for me. I helped her with a virtual class that she did. And she gifted this to me, which was so wonderful. So I actually hadn't opened it. I was waiting to open it on camera. So it comes with a beautiful card. And then it comes with everything you need. I probably should have opened this so that I could not be fumbling around like a loser. All right. How to make the little wool heart. Get a little chart in here. And then this is the project. And so pretty. So you get everything you need to make this project, which it's the chart, the floss, a little bit of this beautiful ribbon here. Here's our wool felt for the little heart and for the pillow, I believe. We get a needle, and then look at this beautiful ribbon for the pillow. I believe this is, you can get this on her website. I don't know if it's sold out. The linen, a little clip and a charm. And then I believe this is the wool roving here. It's in this little vacuum sealed pouch to fill. So cute. I'm going to put it all back in here so I don't lose anything since I'm not starting anything this month, but I would like to get that stitched up. So Lori, thank you so much. She knew I wanted it, and so she asked me to please not order it because she knows me. I was going to. I love it. Okay, let's do some giveaways. So from Flosstube 96, I had 5 giveaways. The winner of the Brenda Gervais Christmas Swan is Tina Kennett. The winner of the Lori Holt bundle. This is not the Lori Holt bundle. Wrong one. The Lori Holt bundle is Leslie Swearington, and it is these 2 charts right here, Leslie Swearington. The winner of the Fat Quarter Shop charts, these 3 right here, that is Kristen J. Crafty KJ on YouTube. So the winner of the October Sew Sampler plus a Goose and Gander Fat Quarter Shop quilt pattern, but remember the box is minus the peaceful basket chart, is Susan Spratling. Congratulations. And then the winner of the spooky box is Christine Schur. So if that is you, please make sure that you email me at the email address here on the screen or down in the description below. In your email, please put what you won. It helps me a ton. Make sure you include your mailing address and I will get that out in the mail to you. Congratulations. This week I have 6 giveaways for you. Please make sure that you like the video, subscribe to my channel. Please be a US resident only for this week's giveaways, and put the keyword that I put on the screen in your comment so that I can use the random comment picker to choose winners that I announce here in a week and a half or so. It won't be announced in next week's video. I will put how long you have to leave your comment here. So put Oliver in your comment. If you would like the animal cracker Oliver, use the word Oliver. And yes, that is because I accidentally bought too many. Use turkey if you would like these 2 charts from Fat Quarter Shop, but we're just going to use turkey. We're going to put the Easily Distracted and the November's Turkey Shelf Life in that one. Use turkey for those charts. Use wedding if you would like the Fat Quarter Shop wedding sampler. use the keyword wedding. Use the word quilt if you want Lori Holt's new vintage dishes and cakewalk patterns. Use the word quilt. Use the word signs if you want these 5 patterns from Crazy Annie's Stitchin' for the signs of Christmas. Use the word signs. And finally, if you want the November Sew Sampler, use the word November in your comment for a chance to win this. Okay, friends, in the comments this week, let me know, are you going to do a Thanksgiving start if you're here in the US? And tell me what that start might be, or that whip might be, if you're going to be like me and you're going to work on a fall seasonal whip, or if you're going to work on a Christmas whip. Just tell me what you're going to stitch for Thanksgiving. Also, if you have a side dish for Thanksgiving that you absolutely love, please feel free to share it in the comments. And if you want to share the recipe with all of the other viewers, that would be lovely as well. I'm kind of bored with my sides. Like, I have my basics that we love, but I'm looking for something fun to try. So I'm thinking I might send a special little surprise to someone if I choose to use your recipe. Would that be fun? Yes? No? Maybe like a little gifty certificate? Just something fun. So if you have a side that your family swears by, I would love for you to share. And even if I don't choose to use it or anything like that, I think it would be lovely to share with the community and maybe with other bakers, cookers, Thanksgiving makers that are looking for something new to try. So thank you guys so much for joining me today. Thank you for putting up with my little bit of nasally voice. I hope I'm 100% by next week's video. I will be here next weekend, so I look forward to that, and I look forward to spending my Sundays with you guys again. Sunday newsletters will be going back out. If you haven't subscribed to my Stitching with Nichol newsletter, please do so down in the description below. There should be a link that'll take you to the sign up. As always, I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Make sure you sign up for that newsletter. I've got some fun stuff coming from you for it'll probably go out Wednesday, I think is when I have that scheduled to go out. It's going to be my holiday shopping. Basically, what are my favorite things for holiday shopping for cross stitch and quilting? So if you are curious about that and you think that might be fun, stay tuned for that email. Wish all of my American friends a very, very happy Thanksgiving, and I will see you guys here next Sunday. Bye. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel, click that like button, and don't forget to hit the notification bell to always be notified when I have a new Flosstube stitching or quilting video. Thank you guys so much for joining me today, and we'll see you next time. I am a full tube. Because I have 0 FFOs this week. However, look for, oops. So let's talk. It's a prairie screw.